All right. That doesn't surprise me. You make a new character practically every day. All right, there's one person here. Excuse me. I mean, if I just saw my two best friends who I thought were dead, I would be freaked out too. And then when I find out that they've been turned against me, I would be double freaked out. Hey, Neela. Hey, Lindsay. How are you? I'm gonna look up this word, how to say it in another language.
Kamusta?
Kamusta. That's how you say hello in Tagalog. I'm probably gonna forget that again. Hey, Princess Kitten, also known as Linique. Hello, Linique. Oh, holy crap, that's dumb. I hear this word so much and I have no idea what it means. Hola, ¿cómo estás? You guys doing pretty good? Sorry that the stream was 30 minutes late. I had to finish up some chores, which I'm sure is not going to be good enough and I'll have to do more, but whatever. That's just how it goes. And then I had to find my my bag full of Sharpies and colored pencils and whatnot. Oh, good. She did put my colored pencils back. Well, it's okay. You don't have to be lonely anymore. You're here with us. BTS. I've heard of them, but I don't know what they are, and I don't think I've ever seen or heard anything of like that they've made or whatever. Like if they're a music group, I don't think I've heard any of their songs, or if they're like whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm streaming right now in case you're interested. I'll take a look at this before I go to bed tonight. Oh, they're a K-pop band, huh? All right. Well, that makes sense. I'm going to work on this late birthday drawing for Mime, my version of him, cuz it was his birthday yesterday. And I forgot to draw a birthday picture for him. So I'm gonna draw it. This is what I have so far. He's wearing a trench coat. Oh, I love Monster High. I used to play with the dolls when I was younger, and I used to watch the cartoons when I was younger. I still enjoy it as an adult, just, I don't play with the dolls anymore. I'm gonna fix this a little bit. I don't know, I like drawing Mime in a trench coat. Makes him appear more mystifying. Hmm. So how's your guys' weekend going? Mine's going okay, I guess, but nothing is perfect. There have been speed bumps along the road. For one thing, I haven't been to work for the past 2 days. Technically the past 4 days, but 2 of those 4 days were my days off. But recently, my family and I said this on last night's stream, but for those of you who weren't there last night and didn't hear this, recently, me and my family members were recently exposed to someone who tested positive for COVID-19. And even though my mom and sisters have gotten their test results back and it came back negative, basically everyone else in my house has gotten their test results back and it came back negative, but I haven't gotten my test results back. I asked to be notified in a text message, but I haven't gotten any text messages about test results. Hmm. Drawing hands is a lot harder than I remember, which is weird because I've pretty much been drawing all day. My mom and my cousin and I, we all got into like fights, kind of like my mom and I got into a disagreement because I've been on my phone all day today and yesterday, and I didn't think I haven't been thinking too much of it because I don't get a whole lot of me time anymore because I work 5 days out of the week and I work 9 hours. And I know that's just how it is when you're an adult, but still it's it's boring and sad. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to duplicate that. I was going to draw this arm, his other arm, but you know what? I think it's just easier to draw over the other one and just duplicate it and then flip it around. Hello? Okay. Okay, I'm downstairs in my room streaming, but I'll definitely do that. Okay. Yeah, that's why I told you cuz I wanted to know if you wanted me to move it upstairs or not. So that's why I told you. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I got angry and I took things out on you, and I'm sorry that I'm just sorry. I just wish that I just wish that I could see things through your eyes a lot of the times. That way it would be much easier for me to identify what it is you're talking about, cuz I just really have a hard time seeing what you're talking about, and it frustrates me. I know, and I did my best to abide by it, and I did, but for some reason it disappeared. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Okay, I love you. Bye bye, Mama. Okay, one of our friends is coming over, and so I have to move my stream upstairs for when he comes over. His name is Todd. He's a really good friend of my mom's, and he's a good friend of mine too. You guys will like him, like if he appears. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my computer. I'll move my computer up. It's the it's Ooh, the pain and the pleasure all come together. There's no reason why. All right, I'll be right back. All right. I think I do. Yeah, the name sounds familiar. Hold on. I'll look her up. Oh yeah, I know her. She has the same profile picture that you do. Unless that is you. I don't know. I didn't know Slender Man ever was a kid. I just never thought of him as ever being a kid. I just thought of him as, a creepypasta on the internet. Besides, why would you ask me something like that? I'm not really that into Slender Man. Honestly, the most into Slender Man I've ever been is I don't know if you guys know this comic. It's called I Eat Pasta for Breakfast. It's about this girl named Lazari. She's the daughter of Zalgo and a human woman, but her mom had her, and her mom saw her as a devil spawn, and so she treated her badly, and she died, and she called her daughter a monster. And then Slender Man found her and took her back to his house, and he planned on eating her, but then when he saw that she was a monster like them, he wanted to learn more about her, and she wanted to learn more about herself. So it's just basically a bunch of creepy pastas having, it's just basically a bunch of creepy pasta characters being like, involved with this new creepy pasta character named Lazari. I can tell that her name was inspired by the name Lazarus. I don't actually know what Lazarus is. I just know I've heard that name before. Hang on, let me look it up. I know what. Oh crap. Let me see. Lazarus. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay, so in like Christian lore, Christian whatever, Lazarus is he was a man who Jesus resurrected after 4 days after he died. Apparently he was really sick and they wanted Jesus to come heal him, and but he chose to stay with the people who he was with at the time, and then Lazarus died. But then 4 days after he died, Jesus went to Lazarus's tomb and told him to wake up, and he came out of his tomb all wrapped in, mummy wrappings, because back then the tradition when someone died was to wrap them in mummy wrappings and then season and spice the body. I don't know why, but that was just their tradition. Season, spice, and perfume the body. I don't know. I don't know why, but yeah, he was basically a man who Jesus brought back from the dead. That's how I know him. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very cool if we could do that. Kind of. I kind of have seen creepy pastas of Happy Tree Friends. Where have you guys ever seen Chow Chow? Just Chow's videos. She makes like parodies of it, like Flutter Island, Rainbow Factory, Cupcakes, Amnesia kind of stuff with Happy Tree Friends and My Little Pony. I think that's the closest to Happy Tree Friend creepy pastas that I've seen. I don't know if that counts. I don't really think Happy Tree Friends needs a creepy pasta. That show is already nightmare fuel enough on its own. I mean, for people who don't like blood and gore and stuff. I mean, there are ways to make even the creepiest things creepier, but I honestly don't think Happy Tree Friends needs creepy pastas because that show is already bloody and gory enough on its own. That show is already messed up enough on its own, so it's not like it needs it or anything. But you can still make it, whatever. How do you guys feel about Mime from Happy Tree Friends, like as a character? Do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you not have an opinion on him? Is there something, is he your favorite? And if so, why? Mime is one of my favorite characters, mostly because I have a lot of fun writing him in my AU. But as far as in the actual show, he's a pretty okay character. I mean, I don't understand how he's so dedicated to the mime art. I don't know. I have a theory that he is actually physically incapable of speaking, and that's why that's the case in my AU. In my AU, he's physically incapable of speaking because come on, not even the most dedicated mime will refuse screaming in pain because like he's had some pretty brutal deaths on the show. Like his death in Winging It, the one where they're all on an airplane. I don't know. I just feel like there's something more to him other than being an extremely dedicated mime because like why doesn't he scream in pain and agony when he should be? Like come on, nobody's that dedicated to the art of mime. Or maybe I'm just thinking too far into this and it's just a cartoon and I should stop questioning it. Yeah, like that's ever going to happen. It's probably not that deep, but I'm going to think about it and talk about it like it is. Oh, it is you. I didn't know that. Well, that's great. Now I know that that's you. Yay. Apple products. Don't trust them. But I don't know. It's probably just me. Maybe I'm just really thinking way too far into this, but you guys know, most of you guys already know that in my AU, Mime is actually physically incapable of speech because his vocal cords were damaged at a young age. Like when his mom was pregnant with him, there were complications during her pregnancy and it damaged his vocal cords. Now I'm drawing his ears. And I'm just going to duplicate this one. There we go. What am I checking? What do you mean, what am I checking? I'm not checking anything right now. Oh no, I understand. I understand what you were saying. I understood what you were saying. Absolutely. Franken fucking Stein. I like Flaky and Flippy too, but I also like other characters like Lammy. I like Lammy. I wish that we could see more of her. She was actually supposed to appear in the episode Going Out with a Bang, but because of their animation, because of their budget struggles. She was cut, which really sucks because a lot of people really still like the show. I mean, sure, it's not as popular as it used to be, and I'm pretty sure that's because the shock value of it has worn out. But that's just my theory. A game theory. Um, but even if it gets canceled or even if it doesn't air anymore, I'll still love watching it and I'll still love drawing it. Besides, I think the fandom for me is what truly keeps Happy Tree Friends alive. All right. I'm concentrating on drawing his antlers right now. Sorry. His antlers are just not the easiest to draw. There we go. Hey guys, check out my new camera. Psh, oh, wait, this isn't a camera. There we go. That looks good. I have no idea what that means, Lanique. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, he is pretty cool and pretty funny when he does things to invisible things. I just find it really crazy how dedicated he is to the art of mime. I think this is looking pretty cool so far. Yeah, no, I'm gonna fix his smile a little bit. It's lopsided. Isn't it really funny how like girls think it's gross when a guy wants her to call him daddy, but she thinks it's the most adorable thing when he calls her baby girl? It's like, am I your father or not? I'm gonna fix his trench coat a little bit. It doesn't look exactly how I want it to. Take a little bite of my eager neck, let the burning keep me in check. Overflowing, I can't deny the lust I feel around you. Want a feeling that I'll never forget. How about to make your appetite wet? Delusioning about this every night and day. I wanna make you mine. Just slowly trace a line right down my back. I'll feel it right in my soul. Love will never mean you have to think I'm right. We were never gonna get married. Just trials, thought you'd find another guy. Holding on to every time you died inside. take a time. I love that song. It's a Vocaloid song. It's called Pomp and Circumstance. It's not appropriate for children, but holy crap, I love it. It's so freaking catchy. Like, even if you can't understand what the Japanese version is saying, you can just feel yourself, grooving along to it. Yeah, I understand why people don't like Mr. Pickles. I mean, he does make life pretty difficult for Lammy. I have my own headcanons and thoughts about him, but that's just me trying to make everything all cutesy and wholesome. Ooh, woo, what's this? Oh, geez, why is she like your main character? She's horrible. I'm just kidding. I know not every character is going to be nice. Well, I'm sure it was much more popular years ago. Yeah, arms can be pretty difficult, especially when you make them look like wet noodles. All right, this is what I have. I know it's kind of messed up because my phone is cracked, but it actually looks better on the computer screen than it does in my own eyes, because a lot of the cracks in the middle are much easier to see when you're looking at it, like, not from behind a computer screen. So what about you guys? Do you guys like Vocaloid, or do you not listen to their music? All right, now I'm going to be doing the line art. Today I ate I don't know if you guys know what yakisoba is. It's like a Japanese noodle dish. It has like flavored noodles in it and also vegetables. But I eat it a lot, especially at work, because when I'm at work, I can just go buy a yakisoba during my lunch break, and they're pretty easy to make. All you got to do is open it up, take the flavor packets and the vegetables out, and then you got to put the vegetables in it and fill it up to the fill line, and then you put it in the microwave for 4 minutes, and then when you take it out, you add in the seasoning, and then once it's cooled down, you can eat it. But I don't put the vegetables in. I just set them aside and I save them for my cousin because she likes to eat the vegetables. I'm not a vegetables person, especially not cooked vegetables. Like cooked carrots, like, why would you want to cook carrots? They are literally grown out of the earth, and they are crunchy and munchy. They are made to be crunchy and munchy. I'm going to move these to another album. I'm not perfect. How long do I draw my arms? Well, on a happy tree friend, I just try to, for my art style, I try to mimic how long, because when you, here, let me show you something. Here, look. Okay, so when you stand up and you let your arms rest at your side, they come down to about like here. Your wrist ends where your hip is. So your forearm is a lot longer than your upper arm up here. So you got to make sure that the upper arm is pretty short, because your upper arm is shorter than your forearm. So if you see that, you got to take that into account. Actually, I think they might be about the same size. Look, point is, the shoulder starts at the neck, where the neck would be. So I just try to think about how it works on a real person, and I try to apply it to my drawings. and then like I try to make it work there, but I know that the proportions aren't always going to be the same because they're much smaller than a human because they're critters. But if you see here at this drawing right here, you can see Flickby, his arms, like his forearm would end about here. So that's where the elbow would be. And then his hands end down here where his thighs are. So his wrist is lining up with his hip. So I just try to imagine how it works on an actual human, and then I try to implement that onto my own drawings. Of course, it's going to be stylized. It's a cartoon, but I try to mimic it as closely as possible. But it's not always going to work out. Sometimes you're going to have little errors, like right here. You can see that one arm is like a baby arm and the other is like chonk arm. That's so weird to say. But look at his smile. Ah, he's so cute. Don't judge me. You think he's cute too. Look at him. Look how cute he is. You guys think he's cute. You begged for this boy. I'm getting way too far into this. But yeah, it helps to look at your own body for a reference. Oh, I haven't heard that song. I like Skillet, but I haven't heard that song. I love the song, I love their song Awake and Alive. I'm trying to find a picture of Mime right now. I gotta remember what color his magic is. Colors, I should say. Do I love or do I like only? Okay, so his first color is light blue, second color is lime green. Okay. So it's going to be this shade of blue. Yeah, I understand how it is being too busy for personal things because of like adulthood or like from other real life things. Okay. I haven't drawn Mime in a while. I'll try to find the last picture I drew of him. The most recent one. Yeah, I think this was the last time I drew him until now. He's so cute. Oh, I love Vocaloid. Vocaloid is awesome. I love the Vocaloid song. Oh god, what's it called? You're seriously mad. I'm not mistaken here. Actually, that's not a Vocaloid song now that I think about it. It's sung by an Utau. That's spelled Utau. It's pronounced Utau because Utau, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It means sing in Japanese, and they're kind of like Vocaloids. I don't really know what the difference is between the two, but I guess just another J-pop song I like, Japanese song I like to listen to that's not necessarily by a Vocaloid, but I guess would technically fall into the same category. It's called "You're Seriously Mad, I'm Not Mistaken" here. It's a yandere song. It's sung by the Utau called Mayu. And I don't really think there's any mention of like murder going on. I don't really think there's any mentions of murder going on, but there's a lot of stalking that goes on with Mayu and this boy that she's in love with. just constantly checking his phone and making sure he's not talking to anybody else except her. I don't know. I'd have to listen I'd have to look at the lyrics in English to see if I can personally decipher what's going on, but from what I've heard Aki Dearest say about the song, it's technically a yandere song. There's a lot of stalking involved. Not to mention in the PV, Mayu is wearing brass knuckles, and I'm pretty sure you don't wear brass knuckles unless you're aiming to hit somebody in some way. I mean, I'm not saying she's probably not all that dangerous. She looks like she's 4 feet tall, so I can't guarantee she's going to punch you in the face, but she's got a pretty good aim to hit you somewhere below the belt. Yakami, is that an utau or a Vocaloid? I've never met anyone who's allergic to carrots. I love carrots personally. They're my favorite vegetable. Oh, what to do? I can't stop this girl. Oh, this is new for once. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew. But even so, please just go away so I can't see your pitiful expression is just too much for me. I guess today is just not my day. She looked away from me and then she disappeared. This line art's coming along smoothly, even if I do say so myself. This is what I got so far for the line art. Ignore the cracks in my phone. Those are ugly. No, I've heard a lot more Skillet songs than that. I just said that that's my favorite Skillet song. I also like the song "You're Better Than Drugs," or I think it's just called "Better Than Drugs." But the chorus goes "You're better than drugs," but I think the song is just called "Better Than Drugs." I think I said that way too many times now. I also like the song "Comatose" and "Monster" and "Hero" and "Not Gonna Die" and "The Resistance" and "Invincible." Oh yeah, another one, Whispers in the Dark. I just like a lot of their songs. Just no, you'll never be alone. When darkness comes, you know they're in the sun. Hear my whispers in the dark. I'm pretty sure I know the entire song of Invincible, like word for word. You make me feel invincible, earthquake powerful, just like a tidal wave. You make me brave, you're my titanium fight song raising up like a roar of victory in a stadium. You can't touch me 'cause I'm made of fire. You can't stop me tonight, I'm hardwired. You make me feel invincible. Actually, the real lyric to that one verse is "Who can touch me?" But I originally first heard it as "You can't touch me," so that's how I sing it. Plus, I think it sounds more epic when you sing it like "You can't touch me 'cause I'm." The secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged, but I can't control it. So stay away from me. The beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. They're smashing on the walls, in the closet, in the hall. Why won't somebody come and save me from this? Make it end. I feel it deep within. It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become. The fun has just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. No, he's my baby. I had him first. I'm just kidding. We can share. Monster was actually the first Skillet song I ever heard. I think the second one was Better Than Drugs, but I might have to double check. I don't know. Yes, I got to double check my own memory banks because that's how it works. The last thing I heard was you whispering goodbye. And then I heard you flatline. No, not gonna die tonight. We're gonna stand and fight forever. Don't close your eyes. Oh yeah, I like the Resistance. I actually have like a ringtone of that downloaded on my phone, and I actually have it set for my like one of my alarm tones. I don't remember which one though. My ringtone for this month is, I don't know what the song is actually called, but it's the openings, it's the first opening song of season 1 of this anime called The Seven Deadly Sins. I've talked about it before, and I'm sure some people at least know it. Some people on here at least know what I mean. I can't wait for season 5, or it's technically season 4, but you know, Netflix is weird sometimes with how they do their seasons, but it's technically on Netflix it would be considered season 5, but technically it's season 4. I think it's called Dragon's Judgment. I won't tell you why. I was about to tell you why, but then I'm just like, but what if they haven't seen it and they really want to watch it for themselves? I don't want to spoil anything. Oh, really? Don't feed your dog too much human food. Like, try to feed your dog as little human food as you possibly can, because that stuff is not good. That stuff's not good for them because they're not meant to eat food. They're not meant to eat human food. It gives them really bad tartar buildup on their teeth. And hello? Hi, Mama. No, not yet, but I did turn on the porch light and move my stream upstairs. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, bye. I also love the opening song to this anime called Black Clover. I haven't watched it and I don't know what it's about, but I do like the first opening song to it. It's called Haruka Mirai. I don't know what Haruka means, but I know that Mirai, I think Mirai means future in Japanese. I don't know. I'd have to check. I know this because there's this other anime that I've seen a little bit of. It's called Mirai Nikki, which in English translates to Future Diary. So either Mirai means future or Nikki means future. I don't know. Japanese people have strange ways with their language. And I'm not judging or hating at all. It's just sometimes it sounds like they're speaking backwards, like, I don't know. ¿Dónde están Kinarua? Donde se quiera me conoces, pero yo te aseguro que vas a ser mío. Me pregunto si era así para darte todo amor exclusivamente mío. Otra vez desmoro todo él es solo para mí. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Estás todo año el día y en Marios Persan. Confiésame tu amor esta noche. Quemarolas koto sosoyemachiga. I haven't listened to that song in such a long time. Even though I really like Mime and I've gotten a lot better at drawing him, I just really don't like working with his colors when I'm coloring him digitally because he has a lot of dark blue and purple in his color scheme. So it's not exact his colors are just not exactly the easiest to work with. Text. Que te escucho, mija. Que te vayan bien. Actually, I don't think you're supposed to feed them chicken bones or like chicken at all. I'm not. I don't know. You'd have to ask an animal expert about that. But I'm also pretty sure you're not supposed to give them chicken bones. Jesse McCartney. Wow. Most kids your age would be into like, I don't know, someone who's not Jesse McCartney. Ah, crap. Gotta plug in my phone. It's gonna die. Oh, I'll just use my Mophie for the time being. Confésame tu amor esta noche. Textrando también, mami. Oof. It's also really hard with his when I'm doing like a full-on digital coloring and I'm not just coloring in a sketch or whatever because of his white face makeup. What? I'm sure there are other people who can sing in Spanish better than me. A lot of the times I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing it right. I'm just singing what I hear or what I remember. But thank you. I'm glad you think that it's nice. All right. Now the line art is done. There we go. Now on to the coloring. Oh, I like that song too. Aishite. I love that song. Aishite, 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 moto moto aishite, aishite, kuroshimeta no ni. Oh my gosh. See, I'm not even pronouncing anything right. What color is the sky? Ay mi amor, ay mi amor. You tell me it's red. Ay mi amor, ay mi amor. Where should I put my shoes? Ay mi amor, ay mi amor. You say put them on your head. Ay mi amor, ay mi amor. You make me un poco loco, artetito loco. Man, I haven't listened to that song in ages. I love it. Oh yeah, I like Coco. It's my favorite Pixar movie. This is going to take a little bit longer than I thought. Save. Finish. Go away, ad. I don't need you in my life. Yeah, you just get so into like drawing that you're like, I know that feel. I know that feel, broski. My home sliced bread sliced dogs. There we go. I'm just trying to make more vectors. That's all. There we go. That works. Have you guys ever seen Coco? It's a Disney Pixar movie. It's about this boy named Miguel Rivera who loves music, but everyone else in his family hates it. But then he he finds out that his great great grandfather was a great musician, and he wants to be just like him. And he one somehow gets transported to the land of the dead, because you know how in Mexico they have the holiday Dia de los Muertos, which means Day of the Dead, and it's just basically a holiday where like they put pictures of their dead relatives on this stand called an ofrenda, and they put pictures of their relatives on the ofrenda, and they also put things on the ofrenda that their family enjoyed in life, and they also throw petals from their loved ones' tombstones onto the ground, and it leads to the ofrenda, which is at their house. So that way, their relatives know how to come back to them to come visit them, because that's what Dia de Muertos is about. It's about um, their relatives coming back from the dead one day of the year, one night of the year to visit them. But yeah, it's just basically Miguel going on an adventure in the land of the dead, trying to find his great great grandfather, and he has to return before sunrise, or else he'll be trapped in the land of the dead forever. All right, now that that's out of the way, back to the regular coloring first. Buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches. Buenos noches means good night in Spanish, for those of you who don't know. Just like buenos dias means good morning in Spanish. This is coming along great so far. I can honestly put my name on this. I mean, of course I will. This is what I got so far. Feels good to draw mime because, like I said, I haven't drawn him in a while. I can honestly see myself learning Spanish as a second language, but I'm also really into Japanese. I just wish that I could learn so many different languages. Like a lot of my coworkers actually speak other languages. Like some of them are from the Philippines and they speak Tagalog, and some of them are from like different countries where they speak Spanish. And some of them are some of them are African American and they speak French. So, do you guys have any plans for the week or nah? It's okay if you don't. Now I'm just going to fix the outline on this. I also find it really cool how in the movie Coco, like the movie is a musical because usually Pixar doesn't do musicals. I mean, they still have music, but like not like, like musical numbers like singing, dancing, randomly breaking out into song. Okay. Well, I'm not an animal expert or anything, but I think I just recall one time that you're not supposed to give a dog chicken bones or whatever, but I could have heard wrong. There you go. That looks good. Okay. Now we move on to the shading. Good thing I have a reference image for him with all the colors that I need. There we go. This is coming along great. I'll show you what I've got as soon as I'm done shading in these parts. It's not really too big of a change yet, but you can notice it if you look. There we go. The first time I heard Skillet, I think when I was in my early teens, so probably 13, 14 years old. 13, 14, 15 maybe. I don't know. I'm leaning more close to 14 cuz 14 was my edgy era. I woke up, it was 7. I waited till 11 just to figure out that no one would call. I think I've got a lot of friends, but I don't hear from them. What's another night all alone? When you're spending every day on your own, and here it goes, I'm just a kid, and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair. Nobody cares, 'cause I'm alone and the world is having more fun than me tonight. That's one of my favorite songs by one of my favorite bands. It's called Simple Plan. I believe they're still active, but I'm not sure what was their most recent song or album they might have put out, but I just know them mostly from What's New Scooby Doo, because they well, for one thing, they guest starred in an episode, and for another thing, they also they a lot of their songs were featured in episodes, like during chase scenes. So that makes me think that they were probably at their most popular prime in the early 2000s. That's kind of gross sounding, Lanique. Bread and hot chocolate. The first one I heard was Monster, but I already said that. My head's so itchy. It's probably the hat, but I'm going to keep it on because it's comfy. Plus, it's got Cuphead on it and the word wallop. This match will get red hot. And begin! Ugh, great. Allergies are acting up. I didn't take my allergy med today. There we go. That looks cool. All right. Now I'm going to shade in his shirt. Need to turn down the tolerance a little bit. There we go. That's better. Nope. Nope. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Just Mime is really fun, and I have a lot of fun with him as a character in my AU, but like he he has a lot of complicated, confusing colors to work with. Oh yeah, I love Claude and Draculaura. They're a cute couple. For those of you who don't know, those are characters from Monster High. There we go. That looks good. Now to add some more details. Oh, I know the Book of Life. I actually have never watched it. I don't really even remember what it's supposed to be about. But I do remember liking the animation style and the art style in it. But like I've never like sat down and watched it. And like I said, I don't even remember what it's supposed to be about. Okay. Now to do the background and some final detail work. Oh, don't forget to fill in those spaces. And I'm going to write the happy birthday message across the top. Capital letters, happy birthday, mime. All right. What was the font I used? Oh, yeah. Metamorphosis. I believe that's what it was called. Metamorphose. I'm going to shrink the font. Okay, not that much. There we go. I'm almost done. Okay. Adios, amigo. All right. I'm almost done with this, and then I'll show you guys what I got. All right, there we go. Oops, almost forgot. I'm gonna add some more detail to the background. And I'm gonna use the sparkler tool. Gonna make it bigger. There we go, that looks good. Now I just need to erase around his around the letters. Don't worry, that it'll make sense once you guys see it. I mean, you guys have seen my art. You know how it works. At least I hope you do in some way. Don't know why I'm sounding nervous all of a sudden or like solemn. I'm going to erase it a little bit more around this part so it looks symmetrical. There we go. That looks good. And now I'm going to put my signature at the bottom, and I have a vector of my signature, so there we go. Oops, I almost forgot. I have to color in his teeth. Oof. Forgot how much that can affect something. There we go. That's better. All right. Looks good. Look good. Feel good. And just key in those layers. And that looks good. My mom, it's my turn to play in Quiz Planet. I'm just going to play this really quick. It's not going to take that long. It's a fun little game on Facebook. History. In what year were airborne troops first used in war? 1940? Oh, that was right. How old was JFK when he was assassinated? 46? Because I know in order to be president, you have to be at least 35 years of age. So I knew he had to be older than 36. I think you have to be 30. It's 30 something. Oh, yeah, I've seen the movie Matilda. It's one of my favorite movies. How old was George Washington when he became the first president? 37? Oh, 57. Wow, he was old. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, Donald Trump was our president and he's 70 something. Crap, I lost to her. One of these days, Mom, one of these days, I will win against you. Drawing. Okay. All right. Now I'm just going to save the sketch. Hello? Hi, Mama. I know what you're talking about. And put her up in bed? Oof. Okay, I will. Okay, bye-bye. All right, I gotta go get my sister's blanket and go out to the car and grab her and bring her up in bed. I'll be right back. Good question. Good question. All right, got a sleeping baby. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. But the baby boo is in bed. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna post this on Amino really quick, and then I'll show it off to you guys. Okay. Purple emoji, purple heart emoji, I mean. And then the deer emoji. Happy birthday, mime. Deer emoji, purple heart emoji. This is technically a day late, but here it is anyway. Yesterday was my version of Mime's birthday. And I still wanted to make a birthday picture for him, so here it is. Oops. I think it looks really magical. Okay. Purple. I'm almost done posting it, I promise. Oh, I didn't. I must not have exported it. Export JPEG. Oops. There we go. Oh, I forgot I have to take a screenshot of his birth date on his wiki, because I list all of their birthdays on their wikis on my profile. Okay, the cropping is being really stupid. All right. I got it now. Oops. They're already cooked. Yes, they are. All right. Now back to posting this. Swear my mom is slipping or something. Happy belated birthday. I hate how it always autocorrects it like that. And thank you everyone for supporting me. We're gonna shout it from the rooftops, yeah. Oh wait, I'm gonna do a GIF instead. There we go. That looks good. All right, don't need this anymore. No, I'm not going to promote the story. All right, looks good. All right, it's like only 2 minutes or 1 minute until midnight, so I'm just going to call it a night and end the stream. So, thanks for tuning in. Sorry the stream wasn't as long as usual, and I'm sorry that it was late, but hey, better late than never, right? I'll try to stream again next Friday. Hopefully we won't have another repeat of me not streaming for 2 weeks. But I know you guys understand nonetheless. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Peace out, my 25ers.